Estonia.
Hello. Nice to meet you here this morning. And my first question is, have you ever been to or have you heard of Opinion Festival, of Estonian Opinion Festival? Can you please raise your hands who have? Ooh, nice. So, for those who haven't been, or maybe for all us to just remember this, I will show you a video. It's a short video about this year making of Opinion Festival. So now, up. And while you watch the video, could you please, for me, just for me, put 3 emotions that you feel gaining from this video? 3 emotions. Aw. Okay. So it has something more in the evening, but I guess we are not this Wi-Fi country as we suggest. I'll just go back here. Could somebody please share these emotions that he got? What's going on? So, I'm back here. So, could please somebody share these emotions? Which emotions? Do you get some emotions? Yes.
Excitement, motivation, seem like teamwork.
Thank you. Something more?
Can I spoil it a little bit? Hard work, stress, and fun at the end.
Okay.
Maybe lots of manual work.
A lot of manual.
From the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes? Collaboration. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Gosh, what's going on there? So, 4 years ago, we met for the first time with a group of volunteers, and we thought that, we live in a bubbles. Everybody live in a bubble. Maybe today we live even more in different bubbles, but we live in the bubbles of our opinion, of our social network. And we thought that we become somebody who don't trust each other. And actually, we would like to change it. We would like to make this trust bigger towards our civil society, towards our country, our government, our employees. And we thought, how could we do it? And we thought about this one ancient tradition of Estonians, and I guess that everybody has it, a tradition to talk about politics on their kitchens. And we thought maybe we can somehow take it and maybe modify it, and let's see what happens. And first, we traveled to the Älmedalen Week, to the festival that takes place in Sweden for 45 years. And we thought that, gosh, it's so nice tradition. Maybe we can just try to do this tradition in Estonia also. And we decided that we need a place. We need a place in our society to discuss important for Estonia topics, not only politics, but important for Estonian society topics. And we thought that we have somehow to build trust there. How we do it? We thought that maybe we could put off masks and social roles just for 2 days, just to discuss those topics during the festival. And we checked this idea with the media organizations, with political parties, with some governmental organizations, with some civil organizations. And everybody told that, let's try, let's do it. So what's the Opinion Festival? It's a meeting place for the entire community that gives a word to different political views. And under political views, I mean different views at all, because all our views are somehow political views. The festival is open to all active-minded people in Estonia as well as elsewhere, who together would like to discuss issues that are important for all of us. And by us here, I mean that these issues may be important only for you, only for your organizations, but still they are important. And how do you think? Is it popular? Is this kind of thought popular to gather people for 2 days in summer, in August, just to talk through 2 days? Paide, the place where we actually make the festival, on the first year told us, okay, that's a weird idea. Do you really believe that somebody will come and simply talk for 2 days? No, well, okay, if you want to try, then no try. But afterwards, we saw that during the first year, we had only 2,000 participants. And I say only, but at that moment, we thought, wow, 2,000 participants. But on the second year, we had already 4,000 participants. And now we have something around 10,000 participants. And it's important to mention that in Paide lives on a daily basis only 8,000 people. It means that during these 2 days, during the festival, we simply doubled the population of this town. And it's difficult somehow to organize festival because, this town doesn't have that much electricity, for example, because they do not need that much electricity. And what about discussions? And discussions also, I will go back there. But discussions also, for the first year, we thought that we don't know who are those people who will go with their own topics and discuss something, but maybe we can organize the discussions by our own. And we did it. And we had something around 80 discussions. But then we saw that actually people do really love this idea, and they want to have their own discussions. And for the second year, we had already 160, and now we have already 230 topics. Can you imagine this? 230 topics during 2 days. And from those, only one topic, only one issue, only one discussion is organized by us this year. And this was a debate of political parties. So we saw that people really like the idea of festival, and they come to the festival. But is it useful? And how is the Opinion Festival useful? And nobody asks how is some musical festival useful, but everybody asks why is Opinion Festival useful? And so we analyzed some feedback, and we tried to figure out how is it useful. And we found that it is useful on 4 levels, let's say. The first level is me, myself, as a participant. The second level is organizers, those organizations who actually bring issues, bring topics to the festival. The third level is Paide, the town where we organize the festival. And the fourth is entire Estonia, is society, is the discussion culture that we would like to develop. Speaking about me, myself, we found out that what people do really would like to get from the festival, you can see here that the blue strip is what was expected and the green strip is what they really gained from the festival, is that they would like to get new information and knowledge, inspiration and courage to act, to have a good time. Can you imagine this? In August, have a good time. to get cultural experience, to gain new contacts and like-minded people, to share opinion with others. And as you can see, Estonians don't really like to share opinion with others. They mostly like to get new information and knowledge, but not to share their opinion. And to get ideas for one's organizations or business. On the second level are organizers. And why we say that it is really important for us and why we put them on the second level is because of the process. So if you would like to get to Opinion Festival with your discussion, you have to start early in January. We have an open call for suggesting topics in January. It means that if you propose, you are obliged to organize the discussion. And we get something like 300 of proposals. During the February, I'm sorry for this mistake, during the February, we give a feedback to those proposals, and we choose topics out of them. And we choose topics not like that we decide what topic is important, which is not, but we do it on a basis of the topic is really like thought through, that it is really important for these organizations. They really would like to organize, that we feel that they really will organize this discussion. And then what we do in March, that's the most difficult part. We say that, come on, we have here something like 15 topics about, for example, human rights. And we have 5 organizations who would like to organize discussions. So what we do, we put you on one area. We say that there's a human rights area, and you, 5 organizations, have to cooperate. You have to think through your agenda, your program. You have to understand what topics will be the first, last one, who are those who will be represented there in the discussions. And we say that you cannot do it by only yourself. We would like you to communicate with others. And that's the most important part for us, but it's like on the backstage for everybody else, is because we see that through this process, which is something like 4 or 5 months long of preparing discussions, those organizations really become trusting each other. And they, after festival, would like to cooperate. They would like to make some new projects. They got to know each other. And it even works for those who are like on opposite sides by the logic. For example, renewable energy and our Eesti Energia. And then in April, we help to organize good discussions. We help you to learn how to make it great again, how to make discussions great again, how to bring them to the public. And then it's technical process, and we got to the festival. This year, we saw that mainly who suggested topics and who brought topics to the festival were civil society organizations, but all the others were represented also: business, media, political parties, and public sector. And total number of topics, again, was 230, and only one of them was organized by us. So the main question, how do discussions really help to understand each other and accept plurality of opinions? And we say that, you know, it's very simple. When you give people right place to have these discussions, the atmosphere, that there are some rules, that there is no hate speech, that there are arguments, that you prove what you claim, that you listen, that you are not biased towards or against people, that you react to ideas and not the persons, though it is really difficult, and that we focus on the solutions, it works. People really like to speak to each other on offline, let's say. They really like to communicate with each other. And so what about real changes and actions? Everybody asks, so what? Why are you always talking? Where are those changes and actions? And first of all, I would like to answer those people that, first of all, how you measure the change in one's head after one discussion. And do you really need to measure this change? But on the second hand, we got some. We got a new theater, new school, new theater performance, new magazine, new local cafe, new organizations, and hundreds of ideas and new contacts. And at the end, I really strongly believe that we give people simply good emotions, like after some musical festival. And we hope, and we give them hope, and we give them a little more trust in fellow citizens, in those who participate in discussions. But today we see some challenges. And those challenges are that we are becoming ourselves a small bubble. And so the challenge for us is how to attract participants from small villages and or with non-liberal views, how to affect media coverage in a way that they don't coverage only prominent leaders and only those who are always there in the media, and how to achieve that political parties see festival as an opportunity to be open-minded and to really hear all of those who came to the festival. And the last but not least, and maybe the most important for us, is how to bring festival atmosphere into every discussion in our everyday life, and not just leave it to the festival itself. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Katerina.